It's 8:47 on your Friday morning. Have you ever wanted to build an app, but maybe you just don't know where to start?
Yeah, maybe you don't know how to code.
Yeah, bro, we about to be rich.
So this morning we have Miss Tara Reid here. She is the CEO and founder of the multi-million-dollar tech startups Apps Without Code, and she's joining us to answer some questions. So first of all, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So basically what you do is you teach people how to, I guess, come up with an idea for the app first.
Yes,
And then make it without coding.
that's exactly right. So first come up with an idea, but there are now these software tools that let you drag, drop, point, click, like you're making a PowerPoint presentation to build your own app. So it used to be that you needed all of this fancy computer knowledge to make your own app. Now, for example, there's a tool called Aura, and it asks you questions. You just answer the questions. As you answer the questions, it builds the app for you.
Interesting. So is it kind of like how we've seen, this may be a little older, obviously, website builders. You remember when you first had to build a website, you had to know all these codes and like nobody knew how to do that?
Yeah.
So you always had to pay somebody big bucks to get
Right.
it done, but now you've got the different website builders that really help and guide you. Similar to that?
It's exactly like that,
Mhm.
except it first happened with websites, and now it's happening with apps. So you drag around and drop and make the app the way that you want as well.
Okay, now how does the idea part happen? Because I feel like that's the hardest
That
part.
is probably one of the hardest parts, right?
Yeah. So I recommend if you want to come up with an idea for an app, you use what I call the SMART idea formula. So the SMART idea formula is a series of questions that you can ask yourself to come up with an app idea you already know something about. So here's how it works. You ask yourself, first of all, what do you do for work? The easiest place to start is what you do for work. And then you ask yourself, what's one thing that's hard or time consuming or manual about your job? So if you are a doctor, it could be like taking notes for patients. If you are any really profession, there's like all these hard parts about our role, right? And then the third thing you do is you ask yourself, well, if an app helps me with this, what could the app do? Could it give recommendations? Could it organize information? Could it allow people to buy and sell things? And so the formula allows you to ask questions to yourself about what you do for work or what you do for a hobby. You can also do it for your hobby.
I had a brilliant idea for an app a couple of years ago, but I feel like Apple heard me because then I
And they
saw
jumped
it on
on
the
it?
App Store.
So many was my idea. So many people think that if they see someone else doing something kind of similar, they should stop. But the reality is there's Uber and there's Lyft. There's Airbnb
Okay.
and there's
Wow.
VRBO.
That's true.
When you walk down the bread aisle, there's so many different brands. And
Yeah.
so you want to ask yourself, what kind of spin do I want to put on this? But you shouldn't limit yourself if you see something similar out there, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just curious because we know you know what you're talking about, but what made you decide to go on this journey?
Yeah. In 2014, I had an idea for an app myself, and I was working a 9-to-5 job, and I didn't have $20,000 to hire someone to build the app for me. That's usually how much it costs and up from there. And I didn't have 1 to 2 years to stop everything I was doing and learn to code. And so I stumbled upon this process of building apps without code, and I was building it and doing that for my own businesses. And then I got invited to do a TED Talk on building apps without code. And I had so many people asking me, hey, can you help me do this too? So I ended up opening up a school, which now we've trained 150,000 people in 14 different countries how to make their own apps and make money with them.
You better go ahead, girl.
It's a lot of fun.
So if people are sold, they want to get involved, how can they find you?
Yeah, so I have all kinds of free classes and trainings on appswithoutcode.com, so you can check out more and learn about how this works.
And oh, sorry.
And, yeah, and Tara, and I just got to know, like, if you had to say one final word of why people should really get into this, what would be your word?
Well, technology is so lucrative, right? And so let's say that you have an app and you want to charge people $50 a month. I don't recommend you charge 99 cents. So if you charge $50 a month for a premium app experience, you need like 170 customers to make an extra $100,000 this year. And so it operates as a cool side hustle, a cool next career progression, and a cool way to put your ideas out into the world.
All right, some good stuff right there.
She knows what she's
I
talking
mean,
about.
she brought the knowledge on the Friday. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Tara, we appreciate you being here with
Yeah,
us. And
thanks
of
for
course,
having me.
for more information about Tara and her company, be sure to visit AtlantaNewsFirst.com.
Yeah, and that does it for us. But stick around. We do have more weather and traffic in just about 3 minutes. Until then, have a fantastic day.
And I'm going to go come up with an app idea. How about that?
Bro, we about to be rich.